boy.
Speaking of the Rebel Bears, how many Rebel Bear fans do we have here tonight? That's it? After 2 SEC victories in a row, only 4 or 5 Rebel Bears? Okay, you guys don't have to be bashful. You know, we're happy to have you here no matter what's happening. I tell you what, Coach Reeves is doing a heck of a job, isn't he? I know yeah, you can applaud for him, that's okay. I know the Rebel fans that I hang around with haven't been this excited since the first year of the Houston Nutt era. By the way, I know we don't have a lot of Rebel Bears here, but you might tell your friends. You know, Election Day is coming up next Tuesday, and good news is that the Circuit Court has said that a Shelby County library card is adequate government-issued photo ID. So. Now, I recognize for a lot of Ole Miss grads that a library is a little bit like the SEC championship game. It's not a place that you've normally been, but it should be easier for you than going other places. All right, now to the really important stuff, and that is the introduction of our speaker tonight, because I'm pretty much out of jokes.
Yay! Yay!
First of all, as you know, our coach tonight is Coach Dan Reeves. So let's get to the important stuff. Coach Reeves was born in Rome, Georgia, but he learned early in life that where you're born does not have to define you or limit your prospects. With that in mind, he signed to play football at the University of South Carolina, or as it was better known in those days and still today, the Harvard of the Southeast. There is sometimes a debate as to whether Harvard is really the South Carolina of the Northeast, but we won't get into that. He played quarterback at South Carolina from 62 to 64 and is a member of the South Carolina Hall of Fame. His experience as a leader and athlete at South Carolina were a major contributor to his success with the Dallas Cowboys. Dan was a Cowboy for 16 years, 5 as a player, 3 as a player coach, 8 as an assistant coach. Over 8 seasons as an all-purpose back, he rushed for 1,990 yards and added 1,693 receiving yards. And in 1966, he scored 16 touchdowns, which tied him for first place in the NFL for most touchdowns that year. How many of you remember the Ice Bowl in 1967? Well, you may remember that on the first play of the final quarter, the Cowboys took a 17-14 lead when Coach Reeves hit a 50-yard touchdown pass to Lance Rensel. He was playing halfback in that game. In that loss to Green Bay, Don Meredith, who was the quarterback, threw for 59 yards, and Coach Reeves threw for 53 yards. The difference was Don Meredith had 1 interception, and Coach Reeves had 1 touchdown. He also rushed for 42 yards and had 3 receptions, which tied him with Bob Hayes in that game. By the time he finished his career at Dallas, he was the 5th all-time leading rusher in the NFL. The Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys made the playoffs every year during his playing career, reached Super Bowl twice, and won Super Bowl VI against Miami. In '81, he went to Denver as the head coach. During his 12-year tenure in Denver, he took the Broncos to 6 postseason appearances, including 3 AFC championships and 3 Super Bowl appearances, Super Bowl 21, 22, and 24. He was the only AFC coach in the decade of the 80s to lead his team to consecutive Super Bowl berths. Then in 1993, Coach Reeves left Denver to become the head coach of the New York Giants. You know, when you're a sophisticated, urbane South Carolinian, you're just attracted to the Big Apple. That's the way it works. He coached New York for 4 years. He was the 1993 Associated Press Coach of the Year, had the best first-year record of any Giants coach. And in '97, went back to Georgia to coach the Falcons. He was the NFL Coach of the Year in '98 when the Falcons went 14-2 and had a berth in Super Bowl 33. where they lost to his old team, the Broncos. In total, Dan spent 23 years coaching for the Broncos, Giants, and Falcons, and he played or coached, everybody got this wrong, in 9 Super Bowls, 5 with the Dallas Cowboys, 3 with Denver, and 1 with Atlanta. So please welcome to tell us about just a vast NFL college experience, Coach Dan Reeves.